becoming that three-level scorer, getting to the basket, knocking down the mid-range, and now that three-point shot she's added.
Off we go from East Lansing. Off a 10-point loss to Purdue. It's a 4-point game heading into the fourth quarter. Alicia Smith's first J is down. Leading scorer, Nia Clouden, averaging about 18 points per game. Alicia Smith, once again, that was pretty down-low footwork there, Megan.
That was fundamental. That's what you learn at AAU practice when you're in fourth grade. Work before catching the ball is why she was so open.
This time a drive to the rim. It's Matilda Eck, beg your pardon, for the leading scorer from Marshall. 14 points per game. Catonsburg, Kentucky. Clouden trying to answer back and does. Feed her there. Goes back to Wheeler. Those two have been the dynamic duo for Marshall in the early stages of their season. Dunham open for three. Long rebound, goes back to Wheeler. This time she's able to finish. Is that how you work?
It's depending on the day, you know? Sometimes you had to go study in the library a couple times, Jason, you know?
Balance is key in life. There's some nice balance in the post. Smith looking for another mid-range jumper and finds it. She looks really good early on in this one. The other night, shooting-wise against Oakland, but had 10 assists in that game and only one turnover as Wheeler launches a three and connects to tie the game.
Paint touches. And even though there was a little bit of a scramble there, still that paint touch forced Michigan State.
Offensive rebound will spill into the backcourt. It was touched by Marshall. The Spartans reload with a three of their own. That connection and the foul called Dee Hageman.
Staying composed in that situation, Clouden finding a wide open Hageman. And when you're a shooter who gets fouled like that, you have to finish the shot. You see a defender flying at you. Great campus, and has really emerged as one of this team's leaders and has become more vocal during her time.
Delivers the outlet feed to the newcomer Hageman, and she finishes. And this time a chance for a three-point play. She's already had a four-point play.
Understanding they have some numbers and the speed and athleticism from Hageman, finishing with contact.
The other night was 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from three-point range. Never really got going offensively, but today it's a different story. Weaving her way into the paint. A pretty finish there from Matilda Eck. What makes Matilda Eck dangerous? Yeah, that's one of the things she can do.
One something interesting, as you see the three coming down there from Savannah Wheeler. That's what Wheeler does.
Couldn't quite convert. Nearly came away with another possession. Back comes Cece Mays as Marshall runs and converts the other way.
Great job by Marshall getting down to the
kick out. Marshall looking for another three, and they find it. Looking to the post again for Alicia Smith, who had 6 points in that opening quarter, finds Farquhar.
Even though the point of emphasis this year is flopping, so watch out for that throughout the year.
Women's and men's game, flopping has been an issue, and to the rim there goes Cece Davis, as we talked about.
Again, another point of emphasis this year with officiating is that hand check situation.
Wheeler explodes to the rim and able to finish plus a foul. Marshall with a chance to tie or take the lead here.
Michigan State going to a zone as you see Wheeler once again knocking it down from beyond the arc. Coming.
Moira Joyner, a bit strong there. Marshall with the lead, primarily because of Wheeler. She'll go to the rim, count that, and a foul.
She can't score, she's on the bench.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see if the Spartans can take advantage of the Thunder and Herd leading scorer being on the bench. Right away, they do offensively. That win snapped what was a two-game losing streak for Michigan State. Three at the other end from Johnson. The Michigan native drains it down. Alexis Johnson. Megan Hageman just looks so comfy controlling at the point. Susie Merchant mentioned she's going to be on for years in that regard. Lovely play there by Moira Joyner.
And I'm just watching her handle the ball as well. Posed at this level. The college game is so much faster than high school. It doesn't matter how high of a level you played at. As you see another three knocked down by Brianna Furby of Marshall really quickly, and it's because of that high IQ.
That was three number 6 for Marshall, by the way. They're up 3, make it 1 as Farquhar answers back. Weber getting it done at the rim that time. Three-pointer in the previous possession. This time she gets to the rack.
Has to apply more ball pressure, not allow Marshall to move along so easily in the offensive end.
Clouden, nice pump fake, and then a finish. Right back to a one-point game. Marshall headed back, looking for their biggest lead of the afternoon. They whip it down low. Call found herself wide open. Fairquhar nearly stole it back. Dunham, the fifth-year senior, will pull it out. She'll take the J and hit it.
Dunham doing a nice job getting into that paint area.
An 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock here. Hageman's three is down. Michigan State needed that. A runway to the rim this time for Mays. She couldn't finish. There to clean things up is Lorelli Roper right as time expired.
Didn't have much of an offensive flow in that second quarter. Going to need to do a better job. And just like that, it's like she heard you talking. Winston gets to the basket for the score. Michigan State make a move with their back to the basket.
Vanna Wheeler has pulled out just about every trick in the bag today. Back on the court and instantly making an impact. It's now has 22 with still plenty of time to go. Spartans try to speed it up a little bit. Down the floor, and the dish to Smith leads to 2 points. Number 9, Marshall is able to capitalize on this end, but Eliza Winston will create a 2-on-1 opportunity here. Clouden able to finish, plus a foul. Cut to the rim, beautiful inbounds play, and Marshall tacks on 2 more. Clouden, book it from the mid-range.
That is Clouden's sweet spot right there at about the...
3 there. See the tempo pick up a bit for Michigan State in the second half. Nice little stop and start move there and a pretty finish.
One area Susie Merchant talked about is having her adjust to the physicality, especially in the Big Ten, one of the most physical conferences in the country. As you see Cold Claw get to the basket, going to make some noise in Conference USA play.
Clouden back in the game for Michigan State. An and one opportunity coming up for Tyre Parks. Answered back with an 11-0 run. Caught fire from 3. Pretty floater goes down. Clouden in transition. Got her own offensive rebound. Goes up strong and capitalizes to make it a 1-point game. 1-point game. Clouden. The kick out. Joyner. A 3 goes down.
Especially because she's guarding Wheeler, who's gotten to the basket multiple times and averages 7 free throw attempts a game. And you see the shot there from Dunham. And I love that they moved it back, but it didn't matter as you see X shoot one as well because the women were shooting it that far out anyways.
Lane opened up, that time an easy bucket for Alicia Smith. From 3 in that game, story has changed around today. 7 triples. That's been a key part of why they now have the lead. Breslin Center waking up a bit down the final stretch here in East Lansing. Wheeler. Marshall on the road. If they are to pull off this upset, they're really switching on those screens. Winston trying to get involved, dishes it down low. Able to find 2 is Smith. Wheeler, speaking of getting to the rim, that time blocked. Alicia Smith utilizing her length.
Reframe to block.
Tallest player on the floor right now. Michigan State this little pick and roll game going. And Clouden sneaks her way to the rim to finish for 2 more. Furby with 10 on the shot clock. Drains the tray. Michigan State hoping to make it consecutive wins to close out November. Marshall giving them all they can handle. Nia Clouden gets to the rack and squeaks it home to make it a 4-point game. Greens they've been running Savannah Wheeler off of. Furby hooks it down low, and Coldclaw puts it off the window and down. With half a minute to play here. Wheeler stepped out of bounds. 6-point lead for the Spartans. Wheeler called for the offensive foul.
And she is the key reason why the Herd were so dangerous in this game for Michigan State.
Got to the rack. It didn't matter if you knew she was coming at you. She was still finishing or drawing a foul.
She's a special player for Marshall.
One final heave. And one maybe final foul here.
Scoring from X, she still had 8 rebounds, 2 assists. She also had some big assists in key moments, the pick and roll. So X still able to make an impact despite it not being in the scoring column.
This will turn out to be a double-digit win for the Spartans, but much closer throughout than that score would tell you.